True Story Media.
This podcast contains adult themes and language, and some of the things that we discuss may be disturbing to some listeners. In this podcast, we discuss sexual assault, torture, race, and murder. Listener discretion is advised. Please take care of yourself.
Fruities, welcome to our newest segment. Love you, bye. I'm Wendy, and that's Beth.
Hello.
And this is going to be basically a bi-weekly mini-sode, and we're here for just some fun, informal chit-chat and bullshit and catching up. It's a work in progress.
Yes, so if you're listening to this and you have an idea for us, what we should cover or talk about, get at us.
Yeah. Well, without further ado, let's get started. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Okay. That's it?
Well, what else do you want me to tell you? What else do you want to know?
I don't need to hear shit else if there is nothing else, but like, what did you do this week?
Okay, well, you just asked how I was doing.
I did. Sorry, my bad. I should have been more clear. My bad.
Let's see. This past weekend, my daughter and my grandson and I went to the Science Center, the Phoenix, or I guess it's the Arizona Science Center.
Yeah, that is such a rad place.
It was.
Such a rad place. Yeah.
It's kind of gone downhill a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it just needs a little TLC.
Oh.
Some broken stuff, some missing stuff, things like that.
Got
it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a little disappointed with that, but they had a Pompeii exhibit, and that's why I wanted to go to see the Pompeii exhibit. So,
and what is Pompeii?
Pompeii was a city in, I think it was in Italy, next to a volcano.
Whoa!
And the volcano erupted, and a lot of the populace died and was covered in volcanic ash.
What?
And people found the town like centuries later and found these holes where the people had died and their bodies had decomposed.
Wow.
And they casted them with plaster so you could see how they lay when they died.
Oh, wow.
And there's also a lot of, stuff like pottery and things like that from the time.
Oh, wow.
When did it happen? I can't believe you never heard of Pompeii.
Well, I've heard of it, but I've never really. Nobody's ever explained what it is.
Yeah.
So I just mentally move right on. I move right along. Yeah.
So it was 79 AD that it happened. So
wow, I'm looking at the
ago.
images.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God.
And I've always been kind of fascinated. I've kind of morbid. So when I was a kid, I was fascinated with mummies and Pompeii and things like that. So I'd always wanted to see Pompeii. Never been able to see Pompeii, but, I saw some stuff from Pompeii at the Science Center. So that was cool.
So freaking cool. That's awesome. I love that. And you know what? You should put it on the vision board.
Oh yeah, Pompeii. Yeah,
and then
hopefully the volcano doesn't explode.
So what's the city like now? People live there and
no, they don't live in Pompeii. It's an archaeological site, so you can go visit it.
Okay,
they live near Pompeii in a different city. I guess it kind of is in the city. I'm looking at the map right now to see exactly where it is.
Oh, wow. Everything's preserved in time, which is so cool.
Wild, right?
Yeah. Wow. Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you Google search it, you can see the buildings, like the walls of the buildings, like you can see into them. Just like you can for like Native American sites where they had pueblos and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, very, very cool. I love that. Love history. It's so important.
It is.
So important. I can't stress this enough. Yes. Lord have mercy. Yes, you've no lies detected, my friend.
Oh, so it does look like people live in Pompeii, but there is an archaeological site there. So there you go.
Very, very cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I learned something new. Well, for everybody, this will probably air at the very end of the month. And so to everybody, happy African American Black Negro History Month from us. And I am doing very good. Work suddenly got super busy. Somebody
you know
quit.
What? Oh, shit. I was going to say this year has been crazy for work.
Yeah.
So somebody unexpectedly quit?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. Why? Are they just not happy or found a better job?
Yeah, found a better job. I mean, starting at a new job, the cool thing is you're like starting from scratch and you're not like immediately overwhelmed. Usually, if it's a good company.
Right.
You start small and so the stress is gone.
Right.
So anyway, that's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
So and all they're just like, just do your best.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah. So anywho.
That's a lot.
So work is a lot. Work is suddenly super busy and I just feel like I'm drowning. But old Whitey and I have been attending farm school at the local community college to learn about like the business side of agriculture. And it's so fun. It's like we're in this class and we're like, holy shit, we're really doing this. So it's just really exciting to like be embarking on this dream and like making it real. So anyway,
that is really exciting. I'm excited for you.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Should we get into some listener letters?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Well, hello, angels. Thank you.
I need this on a loop because literally my shoulders descended several inches just from the sound.
Yeah, it is a nice, comforting sound. Relaxing.
Know it is. I know. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, well, we got a new Patreon.
Oh, we do. Awesome.
We do. Samantha B and Samantha B. Hip hop air horns for you.
Yeah.
Now, because I'll probably forget to do it later. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Fruity, fruity. You know we've got to find a way to bring some Fruitloops here today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Picket lines, Fruities, and picket signs, Fruities. Thank goodness we have our community. Oh, Samantha B. Thank you, Samantha B. Hey, Samantha B. I thank you, Samantha B. Ooh. Okay, I'm done. Thanks.
That was good. That was really good. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Samantha B.
Yeah, thank you, Samantha.
Thank you to all of our Patreons. We love and appreciate you so, so much.
Yeah, we do. We did get an email from Janelle.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
What's it say?
Well, Janelle wanted to suggest a case for us.
Oh.
It's not a serial killer of color, but it involves a missing Black girl named Gabrielle Terrelonge or Terrelonge. Mm-hmm. She said her case is very similar to Melody Buzzard's, but Melody's case received a lot of media coverage. Gabrielle's hasn't.
Oh.
And she hasn't seen any podcasts cover it.
Oh.
She said Gabrielle is 10 years old.
Yeah.
She was last seen on a bus with her mother, Pasha Davis, in June of 2025.
Oh, my God.
In October, Gabrielle's father, Gordon Terrelonge, found out Pasha had been arrested. When he contacted police to find out where Gabrielle was, he found out that Gabrielle wasn't with Pasha.
Oh.
And Pasha's been uncooperative, and Gabrielle is still missing.
Whoa.
She says she knows we get a lot of case requests, but if we have time, could you cover this? And this is not something that we would normally cover, but who knows?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Why? I mean, it's 2026, new year, new pod. Huh?
Yeah.
But I see Gabrielle is right. You said 10 years old, missing since June. And Black and Missing Foundation is also, looks like they're on it.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Good. In that they are a contact for, like, if you have any information on Gabrielle. But yeah, thank you for the case suggestion.
Yeah, thank you, Janelle.
Yeah. I also really am loving, because this is not the first email where people are like, I think you should cover this. It's kind of in our wheelhouse, but kind of not.
Right.
That people are so confident in our abilities. Our powers.
That is nice. Yeah. That maybe they shouldn't be so confident, but
yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Janelle.
Yeah, thank you.
And if you have any questions or comments, please send them to fruitloopspod@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 602-935-6294, and we may feature it on a future episode. But if you don't want us to, no problem. Just let us know and we won't.
All right.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
TaxAct knows every small business owner has different tax filing needs. With TaxAct, you can file yourself with the help of an expert, or TaxAct can do it all for you. You're the boss, the head honcho, the top banana. And TaxAct is like your loyal, trusty tax aide, ready to pounce on any tax needs you might have. TaxAct is dying to pounce on some small business tax needs. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Now, let's get into what are you watching? What's bringing you joy?
Okay, well, the usuals, The Pit.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Started watching it. Love it very much.
And then I watched over the weekend a documentary called Secret Mall Apartment. That was really fun.
Secret Mall Apartment?
Yeah. It's wild. Wait. This group of artists, they found this unused space in a mall, and they made an apartment out of it.
Wow. How did they not get found out?
Well, I'll let you watch the documentary and find out.
Oh my gosh. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay. I will really be watching
enjoyed
this.
That was fun. I'm still listening to that podcast I told you about last time. What Went Wrong. Still listening to that.
Okay. Love it.
What about you?
Well,
what are you watching?
Let me tell you. I've been watching a lot of Bravo TV shows on Bravo. Below Deck is my new favorite, and I have never watched it until a few months ago. And I just love, it's such a beautiful show because it takes place on a yacht, different yachts. Some of them are in the Mediterranean. There's Below Deck Mediterranean. There's Below Deck in the Caribbean. And then I think there's another place where they go. But it's the views are so stunning and gorgeous. And the water is so blue. And the food that the chefs cook on these yachts looks so delicious. That's my favorite part is the views and the food. And then to top it off, there's also a lot of messy drama, and I love that too. So Below Deck's been bringing me a lot of joy. And then where were you this Sunday? Because I was watching the Benito Bowl.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Conejo malo. Oh my God. So much fun. So
yeah,
let me get started. Okay. Pull up a chair, everyone. Let me check notes. Benito Bowl. So Benito is Baboni's real name. Baboni Conejo Malo, as we like to call him in this house. Now, a week before the Grammys, one album of the year. His album is entirely in Spanish, not one word of English. And that's the first album to ever, a Spanish-speaking album, nothing in English, to win that award. Big deal.
That's awesome.
Yes. So then you get to the Super Bowl, and Sunday, the opening shot, we're in the sugarcane fields. And as a Black person with also Caribbean heritage, that spoke to my spirit so fucking hard. And the sugarcane was also like dancing and moving. The thing I loved about this was that it was like, one of Benito's things is to fight hate and oppression with joy. And that's what he brought. So we get to the sugarcane. It worked. And then on the field, he also had all these like Puerto Rican businesses, like the snow cones and the nail shop. And those were actual real Puerto Rican owned businesses in the United States. Benito makes it a point whenever he is on tour, he tries to visit like Puerto Rican businesses and support them. And so he brought them to the Super Bowl. And then did you see the couple getting married? Oh yeah, that was a real wedding.
Yep, I heard about that.
They invited Benito to their wedding, and Benito was like, okay, I can't come to your wedding, but how would you guys like to get married at the Super Bowl? And then they were like, okay, wedding's canceled. We'll totally do it. And so that was a real wedding. And Benito was a real witness to their wedding. And that was so awesome. The moment I saw it, I was like, those people are for reals in love.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. When I saw it, I was like, this looks real.
Yeah. There was another thing. There were the Puerto Rican women sitting on cinder blocks that was also symbolic of, in Puerto Rico, a lot of the houses are built with cinder blocks because it's prone to hurricanes and stuff like that. Cinder block is less susceptible to getting destroyed in a hurricane.
Right.
And the women sitting on the cinder blocks is a symbol of the strength of Puerto Rican women in Puerto Rican culture, society, and family, that they are as strong as those cinder blocks and have been supporting and been the bedrock of the culture and the community forever. So that made me cry. And then Lady Gaga was in there. And the Puerto Rican flag, at one point, you couldn't fly the Puerto Rican, that blue dress she had, you couldn't fly the Puerto Rican flag with that blue on it because the colonizers would, you could go to like jail or get in trouble for it. So that blue is really, really important. And so to have this white woman, Lady Gaga, Stephanie, sing that song in that dress was, to me, a symbol of inviting non-Puerto Ricans to enjoy the party too. Y'all are invited. Y'all can come in and y'all can wear the things and have fun and not do it in a gross, exploitative, colonial, imperialist way.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was really beautiful. And then at the end, throws notes in the air. He listed all of the countries of the Americas.
Yeah.
And I said this is on wax for this show. I think it's an asshole move to just think America is just the United States. It is not.
Right.
It's up from Canada all the way down to the tip of Chile and Argentina and all those other countries down there, which I can't remember right now because I don't have a map in front of me.
Right.
But he listed Belize, and the Belize flag was on there. All the countries of the Americas flags were represented on the field. And it just blew my mind. And people who have no connection to the Caribbean were emotional about this performance.
Yeah, I was going to say that ending is the part that made me tear up a little bit.
Tear up, jumping up and down, shaking my children. Do you know how historic this is? Calling my mom, did you see Benito? He said Belize. The Belize flag was on the field. Ah! It was so exciting. So I loved what he did. And, this is the part of the year that's like post-holidays, post-New Year's. It's, the vibes are a little meh. But with this Super Bowl high I've got, I'll be good till at least spring break, I think. So it was just the most joyful watching experience ever. And, people are like, is it better than Kendrick Lamar's last year? I don't want to compare these two amazing artists. They each were delivering a different message. They're different men, right? And I loved both of them, but this was the most recent one, and I just thought it was increíble.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
It was so joyous and celebratory about Latin culture. Mm-hmm. It was just wonderful. I liked it a lot. Yeah.
And there were countries that often get left out of the Latino conversation and the Central American conversation. He mentioned Haiti. Mm-hmm. He mentioned Jamaica and Belize. Often because of the language barriers, sometimes there's, the Caribbean diaspora wars. That's a topic for another day. Sometimes not everybody is congruent or on the same page. Right. But Bad Bunny was like, yeah, we're on the same page. It's all good. And I just loved it. I just loved it so much. Great. I wish I could. Oi. Oi. He says oi a lot. And did you hear Megyn Kelly's rant about?
I heard or saw rants, different people's rants. They're idiots.
It was so I was just laughing like, she said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
She basically was like, the Super Bowl doesn't need a Latinos. She said it really like spicy like that. Latinos. Okay, Megan. And then she was like, the Super Bowl is American. We need meatloaf.
Oh, God.
And we need apple pie and maybe some fried chicken. I was, oh my God, this
Holy
lady,
crap.
how is she still
Well, they had their own Super Bowl show. So
yes, I did hear about
which
the
I
other
heard was not very good.
Super Bowl, and yes, I heard the same thing. And now there's a lot of backsplaining, like
they're just mad.
Yeah, y'all are big mad. And guess what? We're over here enjoying ourselves.
I just think it's fucking hilarious. Well, not really, but it is kind of hilarious how they're so anti people of color, anti-immigrant, anti-Spanish speakers, all that stuff. And then the most popular recording artist is a Puerto Rican man,
Right. So, and you know what?
So
this
funny.
is also annoying. And I'm glad Bad Bunny said something at the Grammys. Like, we're Americans. Puerto Rico is
part of America.
You dumb fucks. Oh my God. So at a time where we all are like, can we be excused? Benito really is wonderful for us.
I also didn't know that the sugarcane was actually people.
Yeah.
I saw it afterwards on TikToks. They recorded the people going out on the field in their sugarcane outfits. And I was like, oh my God, that's how they did it. Because they put that up so fast.
Yeah, that was, in the main line, it was cotton and tobacco. But in the Caribbean, they had the Black and brown people work the sugarcane fields.
Right. Yeah.
So the symbolism of it all. And I'm sure next time I watch it, I'm going to catch other things as well.
Other things. Yeah. I watched a couple of TikToks where they broke it down and broke it down in like each one was different. Like they broke it down in different ways and brought out more things that I'd never thought of before. So really fascinating, like a lot of symbolism and like the electric poles.
Oh, yes, because the power company in Puerto Rico is super corrupt and fucked up.
Right.
And has people without power who need it for long periods of time. And it's the only game in town. There's nothing the Puerto Rican people can do about it.
Yeah, they can't do anything about it.
It's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, so I love seeing
all kinds of stuff like that in there.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that one. Thank you, Beth. Thank you so much for reminding me.
I didn't know about a lot of the stuff that they talked about, so it meant a lot to me to learn about that.
Hey, man, let's all stay curious, right? It was really cool to learn new things as well, also about Puerto Rican culture.
Definitely.
I don't know much about it other than Bad Bunny's music slaps.
Yeah.
So
and it was very joyous.
Yes. Did you take the time to learn any Espanol before the Super Bowl? And did you understand any? Okay. You didn't need to,
I didn't
right?
understand any of it, no. And I didn't need to, no.
That's what I thought.
But I did learn afterwards some of the lyrics.
Yeah.
But I didn't need to know what they said to appreciate it.
Yeah. My thoughts exactly. It was a bonus, but totally not necessary. Totally not necessary. And actually, after watching it, One of my relatives was like, I really want to learn Spanish now. So I thought that was cool. Yeah.
That is cool.
Hi, I'm Josh Spiegel, host of the podcast Lunatic in the Newsroom. It's news like you've never heard before. We'll talk about things like a possible ban on recreational pot, Americans giving up on dressing like civilized human beings, and a call for fraternities to be outlawed. If you enjoy wild overthinking, Lunatic in the Newsroom is for you. It's funny, informative, and emotionally unstable. Lunatic in the Newsroom. Listen today.
So let's move on to the shout out portion of our show, where we shout out any content by people of color or about people of color, any true crime goodies. What do you got, Beth?
Have you watched Wonder Man on Disney Plus?
I have not, but I want to. Tell me more.
It's really good. It's nothing like I expected it to be.
Oh, really?
It's, the main character is a black man. Mm-hmm. He's an actor. Mm-hmm. And he is obsessed with Wonder Man.
Okay.
Which is a comic book character.
Okay.
And he finds out there's going to be a Wonder Man movie. They're going to make a Wonder Man movie, and he wants to be in it. And he meets this other actor, an older actor, and they kind of become friends.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to give anything else away, but the relationship between them is really fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to give anything else away, but it is a Marvel movie, so there you go.
It's a movie, not a show?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is a Marvel show.
Oh, okay.
So,
And so it must be on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus, yes.
Okay. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
What do you got?
A couple shout outs. First of all, shout out to Bad Bunny and that album of the year. What is the album? Debí tirar más fotos is the name of the album. And it is got nothing but bangers. No skips. No skips.
No skips.
And again, his heart, his art, his activism, and the mission to fight the forces of evil with joy. It doesn't get any better than that, y'all. Come on. And then did you shout out the Burbs last week? Last time we did Love You Bye?
No, I didn't, but I have that on my queue.
Oh my God.
It's good?
It is so good. And there was my millennial brain, there was a lot of callbacks to like early 90s and 2000s millennial shit. And it is so funny. And it's mysterious. There's a twist at the end. I saw it coming because I looked up the spoilers. But if you're a person who doesn't like spoilers, I think it'll really surprise you.
Okay. So The Burbs, it's called The Burbs,
yes,
right?
The Burbs. It is on Peacock.
And I want to say it must be based on the movie from the late 80s.
This was also something I learned. Tom Hanks did The Burbs back in the 80s. Yeah. Whatever. I don't care about that one. I'm sure it was great. Tom
but
Hanks
I'm wondering
is wonderful.
if some of the callbacks are because of that.
Oh.
That's when you were saying there's a lot of callbacks. I was like, I wonder if it's because of that, the original movie.
Oh. Did you see the original movie?
I did not. It wasn't something that I was interested in.
Okay. Well, there's murder in this story, and it's about a young couple starring Keke Palmer and another British guy. I love white male actors who will play a love interest of a woman of color, because there are a lot of white actors who don't. And let me look up the Burbs cast. Jack Whitehall plays her husband. Paula Pell, she was a writer on SNL for a really long time. Very funny lady. She's in it. Justin Kirk, I want to say was in Grey's Anatomy, maybe? He was a hot guy back then. Hot old man now. Silver Fox, I'll take it. Very, very diverse cast. And again, Keke Palmer's the star of the show. And it's about a young couple that moves back to the husband's childhood home only to face threats from new neighbors and uncover dark secrets of their cul-de-sac. you live in a cul-de-sac, you expect everything to go great. A cul-de-sac is where my house got shut up. And let me tell you something about cul-de-sacs. They're not all they're cracked up to be. And this show was a funny, mysterious, murderous take.
Nice. And what's it on?
It's on Peacock.
Peacock. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. You gotta watch it. You are gonna love it, I think.
Awesome.
And that's all I got for shout outs. If you guys have shout outs that you want to recommend, please let us know. Actually, we did Video Club and one of our Patreons did want to shout something out. It was Lamb90. Lamb90 wanted to shout out a couple of things. Oh, Benicio del Toro's Frankenstein.
Oh, right.
And that is on Netflix. That was incredible. I loved it so fucking hard. And then highly recommend Iron Lung. Loads of gore and claustrophobic scenes for those who need trigger warnings. And of course, it's post-apocalyptic. So Iron Lung, I'm not sure what it's on. Let me look that up now. It's a movie and it is, I don't think it's available to stream yet. It just came out January 30th, but it's very rated R and looks very scary. So I think Fruities would like that. That is a recommendation from one of our Fruities in our community.
Well,
Thank you. And again, if you have any shout outs that you want to share with our little Fruity community, you know where to find us.
Let us know. Yeah.
So now let's get into how not to get murdered.
All right.
So if you love true crime and you don't want to die, here's a tip for you. This segment is not intended to be victim blaming. We thought of this segment because I read somewhere that a lot of people listen to true crime because they want to know what they can do to be safer. This is not meant to blame the victims. It is just learning from other people's experiences. So I've been watching The Burbs. I finished it. And there's a babysitter who's like the best babysitter in the whole wide world. And family code words, updated family code words. And there was a scene where an adult came to the door and the parents weren't home. It was the babysitter there. And the babysitter was given a code word. And if they didn't know the code word and can't show themselves as a trustworthy adult, then you can't come in. Simple as that.
Right.
So family code words. We've talked about code words before for like your kids.
We have, yeah.
Yeah, but this is code words for the family inside the home as just another barrier of protection. They don't know the code word, they can't come in.
Nice.
Also, if you can swing it, some kind of security system, alarm stickers on your entrances and windows, extra lighting, a dog, or even geese. Geese are great guard birds and they chase all of the delivery men. And if you can swing it, these are not cheap things to get, but like ADT or Simply Safe that you're comfortable with, because we do have to be mindful of how these companies are surveilling us. Amen. Fake cough. Did you see that Ring camera commercial? At the Super Bowl? You'll never lose your dog because we can always find him with our Ring surveillance.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's kind of freaky.
That is terrifying. So, yeah, just be mindful of that. But it leads me to my next point, which is that the security system was invented by a Black woman. And I'm rethinking my decision to throw my notes, so I have to stand up and go grab them. I got so excited talking about Bad Bunny. I literally threw my notes across the room. Hang on. Okay. Woo. See what Benito makes us do? Okay. So a security system, this is a Black fact for Black History Month. Security system was invented by a Black woman. Her name was Marie Van Britten Brown. And she was born in 1922, died in 1999. In 1966, she submitted a patent application with her husband, and they invented an audio system or a security system. It had an audio-visual home security component, which that was the game changer, that you could see the footage of what's going on outside. It had cameras. It also had TV monitors so that you could see inside.
Wow.
And then there was two-way microphones for communication and a remote controlled door lock and an alarm button so that you can call the police or security. And it was basically the first closed circuit TV home security system. Again, invented by a Black woman. Happy Black History Month. and stay safe out there, y'all.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that. I did not know that.
I didn't either. I was so happy to learn it this week. So with that, unless you have anything else to add, my friend.
I don't. No.
Okay. Well, then let's move on to some news. Funny news. Other kind of
any
news.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I just have one news story that it's been dominating the headlines.
Savannah Guthrie in Tucson?
Yeah.
Nancy? Yeah.
Which I was surprised that it's dominating the headlines. I'm not really sure why it is. I mean, I guess because Savannah Guthrie is on the Today Show.
She's America's newscaster. Yeah. And Savannah, Savannah Guthrie is an amazing journalist person. First of all, she took the bar in Arizona, and the year she took it, she got the highest score in the whole, either country or state. I don't know, but she's
amazing.
Smart cookie. Then, and she started her journalism stuff covering the White House. She was a White House correspondent for NBC, and then she got the chair at the Today Show.
I see.
And I admire her because she's a person of faith. So in my mind, she's a good person. And it feels really bad when good things happen to people that we think are so good.
Or you mean when bad things?
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. It feels, it just is so sucky. She's such a good person. And her mom must be a good person. If Savannah's a good person, then her mom must be a good person. And so for something so bad to happen to their family is just really tragic and awful.
Yeah, it is. And it is a weird story.
Yes.
Her mom just disappeared, and then they got some ransom notes, and then just yesterday they found images on the Ring camera they were able to retrieve. Normally they would have been deleted, but somehow they were able to retrieve them, and then they posted like the video of this masked guy at the door.
That was a scary photo.
Yeah. And they brought somebody in for questioning, let them go, and they still don't know what happened yet. And it's been over a week now, I think. Hasn't it?
Yeah, she's an elderly lady. She has medications
like
that she has to take daily.
Yeah,
it's just awful. And my heart goes out to Savannah and her family. Like, Savannah Guthrie's in our home every day for basically the past 15, 20 years. And
it's funny because I didn't even know who she was.
What?
Yeah, because I don't watch the Today Show. So that's why I was so puzzled. I knew that she was from Tucson. So I was like, oh, she's a journalist from Tucson. And her mom disappeared. It wasn't until later I found out she was on the Today Show.
Oh, man. Yes. That is so funny. I almost said your government name. That's how you just threw me off my feet.
That's how funny it
is. Woo! Yeah, so that's my explanation as to why this is gripping the country, because people love Savannah specifically so much.
Right.
And, I'm also surprised that she hasn't been found yet, because of all the energy and power and, dare I say, money behind the machine that is NBC and the Today Show.
Yeah, it's
Savannah's employer.
Really
I'm surprised that they haven't found her. That's also crazy, bonkers.
Yeah, and some of the things that they've done, like the police and the FBI have done, seemed like kind of questionable. I just don't know what's going on. It's just really weird.
The whole story is weird, and I hope to God that Savannah is reunited with Nancy and they can have their cute little family back.
Yeah.
This is just really, really sad. So thoughts and prayers to everybody who's affected by this. Thank you for bringing that, because I was going to mention it, but I was like, I don't know. I'm glad you talked about it.
Really the only news story that I've heard about recently, except for, all
Epstein.
The political stuff.
Yeah. Did you know that Donald Trump is mentioned more than 1 million times? More than Harry Potter in the Harry Potter books.
Oh my God.
More than Jesus in the Bible.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I remember we had a conversation maybe at the end of 2025 on the show, and you were like, are you curious about it? I was like, what's there to be curious about it? Everybody on the list is terrible. It's probably going to be everybody and then some who is terrible. I mean, there are people that are being mentioned that I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I mean, everybody is implicated. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. You hear me? Everybody. Everybody is terrible.
Crisp, refreshing, and unmistakably tasty. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. It's the only drink with real Coca-Cola taste and zero sugar.
Did you see anything about the Pam Bondi thing that happened
Pam
today?
had a little temple tantrum.
Yeah, she did. What a see you next Tuesday. And these people, whenever they get questioned, they go on the offensive and attack. You know?
But in the most childish of ways.
They're like, they're children. Yeah. They really are.
Oh, yeah, I'm rubber and you're glue.
Yeah, they might as well be saying that.
My daddy is richer than your daddy and better than your daddy. My dad's going to kill your daddy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Okay, that wasn't the question we asked you, Pam. But yeah, I saw it trend. Maybe it wasn't trending, but I heard a journalist talk about panicking Republicans.
Oh yeah.
And
panicins, that's good. I like it.
They should be panicking. What they're doing is terrible.
Yep.
And just all of us are doing our own little resisting in little ways, and it doesn't seem like much at the time, but it must be working, because if they are panicking,
then something's happening.
Yeah. So
speaking of resisting, my good news or whatever, the only thing I have is I was listening to a podcast and there was this guy on it. His name is Scott Galloway, and he's calling for you know who he is?
Yeah, I've talked about him on the show. He talks about the crisis with young men.
Oh, okay.
And things we should do about it.
Okay. So he has a website. It's called Resist and Unsubscribe.
Oh.
And it advises people to unsubscribe from certain things to, well, let me read what's written on the website. It says, Americans are feeling powerless to thwart the Trump administration's assault on our nation's values. Praised by tech CEOs, surrounded by sycophants, and enriched by his return to the White House, the president's actions march on unchecked. Americans, however, have a powerful weapon that has been hiding in plain sight. First, we must recognize that the president is unfazed by citizen outrage, the courts, or the media. He responds to one thing: the market. The most potent weapon to resist the administration is a targeted, month-long national economic strike, a coordinated campaign that attacks tech companies and firms enabling ICE to inflict maximum damage with minimum impact on consumers. In sum, the shortest path to change without hurting consumers is an economic strike targeted at the companies driving the markets and enabling our president. And then there's a list of things you can unsubscribe from. They're saying for a month, I think in March. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it's like Amazon, Paramount Plus, Netflix. Things like that. Just unsubscribe for a month.
Okay.
Or more if you can do it. He was saying that he unsubscribed from everything, all his streaming platforms except for one. And he also was saying, I don't expect everybody to do what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what I did.
Yeah.
So just if there's things that you can unsubscribe from, just go through everything that you're subscribed to and see what you can remove.
Yeah. What's the website again?
It is resistandunsubscribe.com.
I love this. Yeah. I actually enjoy Scott Galloway and many of his thoughts and commentary and opinion. And forgive me, he's not perfect, right? He's not perfect like any other man. But I like that he's really putting his money where his mouth is with this. website and this doing something and giving other people actionable things that they can also
do. Things you can do to make you feel less powerless. And also, I appreciated that he said, hey, I get it. You might not be able to do all of this, but here's what I, recommend. Mm-hmm. And so it's not like you gotta, I appreciated that.
I love this. Okay. Thank you. And, will you put a link in the show notes or I don't know, can we get in trouble for that?
Yeah, I can do that. Okay. No, I don't. Okay. No, I don't think we'll get in trouble for that.
Are they going to come after us?
Well, if they do, what of it?
It ain't safe. It ain't. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Feel even more empowered at this moment.
Yeah, so I felt pretty good after listening to it and thinking about all the things I could unsubscribe from.
Yeah. Let's do this, guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I love this. Anything else? Do you have any Am I the Asshole Race Edition or Black Card Revoked?
I do. I have an Am I the Asshole Race Edition.
Love it. Bring it on.
As per usual, I took a really long post and condensed it. So this isn't word for word, but basically this is what she says.
Okay.
All right? A woman posted this. Tonight, I had a conversation with my husband that left me feeling hurt and misunderstood. I'm a Black woman and he's white. I was sharing something meaningful to me, a local group that supports Black-owned businesses. For me, it's more than promotion. It's a safe, affirming space where I can learn which places feel welcoming and respectful. Instead of understanding that, he raised his voice and called the group wrong and racist because it doesn't include everyone. He told me to stop making everything about me. Hearing that felt devastating. I wasn't trying to exclude anyone. I was trying to explain why spaces centered on Black experiences matter to me and help me feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm left feeling dismissed and unsure how to bridge the gap between us. I want to be heard without damaging our relationship, but this moment showed how differently we experience the world and how much understanding we still need to build together.
Wow. That's tough. So younger me, I would say divorce his ass. Because he is the asshole.
Right.
Because
he is the asshole.
It's essentially and he's making you unsafe in like your relationship and in your home. Like, I know I have to fight oppression outside of my house, but I don't want to fight it inside. I'm not going to fight it inside or in my bed. What the fuck? And so I think, and I hate for you to have to do the work, but in relationships, right, it requires work on both people's part. And I don't think that they're asking for advice, but I think that he is the asshole. And I think he needs to do some learning to bridge the gap between you. It cannot be entirely on you. Now, if I were older, like what I am now, at this point in my life, I don't know if I would have maybe if I was in my 60s. I'll use an older, there are older couples where there's a Black woman in the 60s and a white man in the 60s. And one is MAGA and one is not.
Oh, God. You know somebody like that?
Yeah. And
seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yes. But I guess I understand it. At this point in her life, being partnered is more important. Like, they can still enjoy each other and find common ground outside of political discourse. You know, they don't have to do or talk about those things. And actually, I think this is so crazy, but he'll say things about like Trump or like when the George Floyd thing happened. He said him and his family said some of the wildest, hurtful shit.
Yeah.
And so again, at that stage in her life, there are other things that are more important than somebody's political beliefs.
Not to me.
Not to me. Couldn't be me, girl.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, I guess he's definitely the asshole, and it's on him.
Yeah.
And if you are young and hot enough, Find another man.
Find another one, yeah. But it also makes me think that he just does not understand what it's like to be a Black person.
Yeah.
And if he can learn, there might be a lot of work to get him to learn. But if he's willing to, I mean, he married a Black woman, so he could be willing. I don't know.
He could be, but he could also, what if he's one of those dudes who is fetishizing Black women? I've heard some really disturbing conversations. I think Bell Hooks was on an Ivy League campus behind a group of white students, and they were talking about, okay, while you're in college, you need to fuck a lot of Black women because Black women will help you be good at sex.
Oh, God.
And then when you graduate and are in graduate school, you date an Asian woman and you climb the corporate ladder. And then once you're in the C-suite, divorce that woman, and then you can finally marry a white woman.
Oh, Jesus.
And then I've heard somebody was being interviewed on NPR, a woman whose father was white and her mom was Black, and they studied interracial couples. And her parents wrote about it, and she wrote a book about their anthropological studies. Yeah. And just the findings that there's a benefit to a white guy getting with a Black woman. They benefit tremendously. And there's no real benefit to a Black woman being with a white guy. And just those dynamics were really, really interesting. And it's a conversation for another day. But all that to say is he needs to do some learning. And
it's him.
I hope he is willing to for the poster's sake.
Yeah.
God, that fucking sucks. That sucks. Yeah. Old Whitey would be out of here so fast. And there are times, where I know Old Whitey doesn't get it. But he's always willing to
in
try.
Every relationship, there's always going to be something, but this is a big thing.
This is kind of a big deal. But because of the safety and the mental anguish that it can put you through, the additional unneeded that you don't need in your castle, queen.
Yeah.
So, Fruities, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Now, where can the people find us, Beth?
Our website is fruitloopspod.com, and we use fruitloops.pod for all of our social media. The footnotes for each episode can be found on our website. Plus, check it out for the different ways that you can support the show. You can also join us on Patreon, where we have hundreds of hours of bonus content. You can also support us by supporting our sponsors or by giving us a 5-star review.
5 stars only, please.
Also, don't forget to subscribe.
That's right. Now, this is a weekly podcast, and episodes drop on Thursdays. So until next time, love you. Bye. Debí darte más besos y abrazos las veces que pude. Ojalá que los míos nunca se muden. Ay. So, but Karam Khan, here we come. So I'm very excited. Leave us a voicemail at
Hold on.
60.
I lost my place. Okay, I was desperately trying to find I was trying to put the girl's name down in our case ideas, and then I couldn't find my script or whatever, my stuff.
Oh my gosh, that never happens to you. That's crazy.
Today it did. This week's been wild. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Love history. It's so important.
It is.
So important. I can't stress this enough. Yes. And do you know what else?
What?
Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye. I'll
get the audio
talk
in the
to you
drive.
later. Okay.
Okay. Night.
Night.